All right, I'm going to give you a quick review today of simplifying radical expressions because this is what we're moving into for next chapter, but it would be really great for you guys to have it fresh in your mind since we haven't done it in a while and since you are on break. Okay, so if you put the square root of 125 in your calculator, you're going to get a decimal number with most calculators. So I'm going to review how you can find the square root or any root down the road. We're going to do division by primes. So take 125 and divide it by a prime number that goes into it. So in this case, it would be 5. Okay, so 5 goes into 12 twice. So you subtract the 10. You have 2 left over, 25. So 5 goes into 25 5 times. Or you can use the calculator to do this math and not show me any of this. That's also okay. Okay, so then 25 divided by another prime number. Well, that's 5. And we get 5 out. So once we have two of the same number, because this is saying, okay, the square root of 5 times 5 times 5 times n. Let me write it like that. So we have 3 5s under the square root. But you have to remember the square root is the opposite of squaring a number. Okay, so like 3 times 3 equals 9. The square root of 9 equals the square root of 3 times 3, which is why the square root of 9 is equal to 3. Okay, because we have, the whole point here is that we have 2 3's under the square root, and though that's our answer, we're able to pull that 1 out because it's the square root is a number times itself. Okay. All right, so in this case, we have 2 5's, so we can pull that out, and then we would have 5 outside the square root, and we'd have a 5n remaining inside. This is our simplified radical, 5 times the square root of 5n. Okay, so if we did 216 over here, the square root of 216. Okay, so it's division by primes. So because it's even, the only even prime number is 2. So you're going to do 216 divided by 2 is 108. Divided by 2 is 54. Divided by 2 is 27. Okay, now I'm going to divide by 3. So I get 9. And I divide by 3. And I get 3. And now I'm done because I have a prime number at the top. Okay, so if I was going to rewrite this, this would be equal to the square root of 1, 2, 3. So 2 times 2 times 2, because there's 3 2's. And then there's 3 3's. So 3 times 3 times 3, and then times v. Okay, so there are 2 2's that we can pull out. There are 2 3's that we can also pull out. So it's going to be 2 times 3 times the square root of 2 times 3 times v. And then we simplify this. We do the math. 2 times 3 is 6. And so we have 6 times the square root of 2 times 3, 6v. That is the simplified one there. Okay, I'm going to do one more with you. We'll do the 512 here. It's nice that 3 and 4 both have 512. That can help you a lot. So division by primes of 512. Start low because I need the room. Okay, I'm going to divide by 2 because it's even. So 512 divided by 2 is 256. Divided by 2 again, because my number's still even, is 128. Divide by 2 again, I get 64. I divide by 2 again, I'm going to get 32. I divide by 2 again, I get 16. I divide by 2 again, I get 8. Divide by 2, I get 4. Divide by 2, and I get 2. Now I'm officially done. So I have lots of 2's. Okay, so in this case, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 2's. Okay, so it's going to be the square root of 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. You don't have to write this either. I'm just making sure you see it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2's, 7, 8, 9 2's. Now this is times k squared. So that's going to be, I'm going to write that out as k times k as well. And I'll show you why in just a second. Okay, so I have 2 2's. I'm going to bring out another 2, another set of 2, another set of 2. And then I have a set of k's that I get to bring out. Okay, those are the square roots of those, and I have 1 2 left. So I'm going to put the square root of 2 with just that 1 2 right here. So 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, hold on. Yeah, so 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. So this is equal, I'm going to have to write down here, to 16k times the square root of 2. All right, so hopefully that helps you with number 4. If we go at 4, we know the square root of 512 is, okay, the square root of 512 is 16. So I'm just going to break this one down a little bit differently. So this is the square root of 512 we know is equal to 16. We just realized that from this problem. So I'm going to go ahead and write 16 times the square root of m times m times m, because that's m cubed. Since I have a pair, or 2 m's, I can pull an m out. So this one is going to be 16m times the square root of m is its simplified radical. Oh, I forgot the 2 underneath. Dang it. Goodness. Because the square root of 512 is 16 times the square root of 2. So let me modify this. It's going to be 16m times the square root of 2m. There we go. It's correct. I was trying to rush it for you guys. No good. All right, so hopefully this gets you started for your worksheet. I have left an answer key as well. It doesn't have the work shown, just the answers, so you guys can check your work as you're going. And again, this is going to be a great starting off point for our next chapter, where we're working with all kinds of radical expressions, and we're going to see all kinds of different variants of this. All right, so then I will see you guys tomorrow.